it was just funny. This time though, it was hilarious. I did it like 4 times and didn't say it. And then I finally got it right, got to be there for New Year's. And I said, shit, I co-starred in the original. I can't even remember the fucking line.
Oh my goodness.
You've touched on this a few times, the Die Hard battery commercial. I wanted to go back to that for a second because it kind of came out of nowhere. It was just really cool. Like the people reuniting, reprising their characters, for essentially, I don't even like to call it a commercial. It was like a short film. What was that like getting back into that world after decades?
Hey, that's my line.
You know, people were sending things, and this one came in to my management, and Greg calls me, and he goes, Day, I've read this, and they're very interested in you for this thing. And I said, what is it? And he goes, it's a commercial. Bruce is on board, and it's Die Hard, and it's for Advanced Auto Parts. And I said, okay, so be more specific. And he goes, I know who the advertising company is for this, and this is legit. He goes, they want you, however, they have stated that if they are unable to hire you, they will do their best to find someone that looks like you, however, they want the original Argyle. And I said, okay, so what? He goes, you think you might want to do it? I said, what do you honestly think? And he goes, this is your time. He goes, to rekindle. He goes, you're a different person now. You're spiritual now. You're happy now. And I said, he goes, you're not sad. And I said, wise investments my grandmother did. So he said, yeah, this is legit. So you guys, when you get booked on a job in Hollywood, I don't ever talk about money. However, this is a point needs to be made. Okay, at Screen Actors Guild, I think the lowest scale, I think, is $2,500 a day or $3,000 a day or something like that before you get your quote, per se. When you start working, you get your quote goes higher and higher. And so there was no negotiation needed. They just came in and went, boom. We really want you to do this. It was such a beautiful, not only did it raise my quote, now, and shit's happening. It was just like, it was so good that Greg needed to hire Loeb and Loeb lawyers. These guys charge like $800, $1,000 an hour to do this deal. And the way that the contract was done, it was so beautifully orchestrated and executed.
You've said it yourself how much you've grown and changed as a person since you were Argyle the last time. So to step back into shoes that you filled decades earlier with so much evolution in yourself as a person between that time and now, just what that felt like for you internally to kind of go back to that place from a completely different perspective, having everything that you know in hindsight.
It had been a while. However, I kind of I'm coming at it from a different angle now. First of all, it wasn't like I'm just going to walk in and just read it. I'd already done it. And you know what was funny? It was hilarious because it was COVID. So Bruce needed to do his separately for me because you couldn't sit next to each other. So he did his and I did mine. It was so hilarious because we were filming, and in the movie, I went,
This is their idea of Christmas.
I got to be there for New Year's.
Yes.
And we were doing it, and the director, he was awesome. I said, he wanted me to say, if this is Christmas, I got to be there for New Year's, are the lines. And I started going, if this is Christmas, I have to be there for New Year's. He goes, no, Dave, we need you to say, I got to be there for New Year's. I got to be. I said, oh, fine, no problem. Action. If this is Christmas, I have to be there for New Year's. Like 4 times. And before, when I didn't take acting seriously, you guys, I would get nervous. So I had to get it right on the first take all the time. Perfectionist in that area. When I was doing those jobs, I had to get it like 1 or 2 and then do the close-up, because I would get nervous that panic thing would jump in, and I didn't know it then, the mother thing. And so it was just funny. On this time, though, it was hilarious. I did it like 4 times and didn't say it, and then I finally got it right, got to be there for New Year's. And I said, shit, I co-starred in the original and can't even remember the fucking line.
Oh my goodness.
They got me a nice hotel and everything, and it was like 45 minutes from the set. However, they were like, director's like, it was the sun was just beginning to come up in the commercial when Bruce is dragging me to save me and I'm holding the battery. He goes, yeah, Dave. He goes, don't you want to get out of here? Like, don't you want to go and go to sleep? I go, no, I'm on my 4th Red Bull and you guys gave it to me. I'm having a blast. It was fun. It's all fun. It's all fun if you're focused. Yeah, you mentioned about the commercial and what was different. I say it, people don't agree with me. I was fat. Is how I look at it. People go, no, you weren't. I was like 181. You guys, I'm used to all my life being like 110 pounds. And so I was like 181. I've lost a lot of that. I was 181 pounds. And so I was like sort of self-conscious because, I was bigger. And however, that's the only thing. You asked me the differentiation between, that was the only thing. I was a little self-conscious, about that. However, they said I was fine. I even asked wardrobe. I said, don't you guys have like a girdle? And they were like, we can give you that. However, they're so uncomfortable, sir. They're so uncomfortable. I was like, okay. It like was messing with me like that. So, it was fun. Last question. What were you going to say? Because I'm not leaving. I'm having fun.
I mean, you may have put on a few pounds, but at least you still got your hair. Bruce Willis, on the other hand,
It went.
he's wearing it well, though. He's doing the Mr. Clean thing.